Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Kat, and for today, we're going to be taking a look at the first of the advent calendars that I picked up. This is the one from Glam Shop. I have done this this will be the third year in a row that I am unboxing this one, and I cannot wait. It is usually one of the absolute best calendars. I apologize for my voice. Just got back from vacation and I was losing my mind screaming at a sports competition. So it's still a little bit shaky, but I just had to unbox this as soon as it arrived. I have several other advent calendars that we are also going to be unboxing, as well as just a whole bunch of other things. So just prepare yourselves because there's a lot that's going to be coming your way, and I am so excited, but I just had to kick it off with the Glam Shop calendar. So we're just going to jump right in. So this is the outside. This year it is purple on the outside. Last year I believe it was like this emerald green. I think the year prior to that, I think it was like blue with like golds and reds and just a whole lot of colors on there. And so the last 2 years it's just been more monochromatic. And then when you open it up, we have all of these boxes, and you can see some big boxes. They are definitely known for having multiple items within some of the boxes, so I am very excited about that. All right, so I'm gonna scooch to the side. I'm gonna have this puppy propped up on here so that we can see many of the boxes as we go. So we're just going to jump in with box number 1, which is up top here, a little bit of a longer one. See what we have. Feels like a lip product. Several products though. There are 4 products just in the first box. We have 2 lip liners and 2 lippies. And the lippies are in like the cutest packaging ever. We have this one that has little stars going all around, and then this pinkish burnt rose shade, a little bit mauvey, that is kind of like an ombre. So let's see here. The one that is in the lighter colored case is very nice neutral shade on there. That is very pretty. And then the guy in the mauvey one is also very nice color on there, although the 2 of them next to each other do definitely look a little bit different. You've got a bit more of a beigey orange for the white cased one, and then a bit more of a mauvey rosy tone for the one above it. So both of those are very pretty though. So I am excited about both of them. I'm not a huge lipstick wearer, but I find that the consistency for the Glam Shop ones are pretty nice. And then you also have matching lipstick pencils that come along with it, and they are the nice kind of gel liner rather than some of the pencil ones, which I find for me, if I have to use a pencil liner that is like the actual pencil that you have to sharpen, I find it just a little bit too rough on my lips. And so I definitely prefer the gel ones if I'm going to do that. All right, box number 2 is a little guy down here. Now, this looks suspiciously like the singles that we have gotten in past years, where they also include like an empty eyeshadow singles case in there somewhere. So I'll be very curious to see if that's going to be a situation again this year. I would be shocked if it is not, because their single eyeshadow selection is just second to none. So, yep, that is exactly what it is. We have 2 single eyeshadows in here, and so I will carefully unpack them. And they really did a good job of packaging everything this year. I mean, they always do, but this is like extra to make sure that nothing breaks. Okay, so the first shade is a fairly standard neutral kind of sand color. So nothing too crazy with that first one. Ooh, the second one is beautiful. It's kind of a bronzy metallic shade with lots of little sparkles in there. That looks like it's going to be absolutely gorgeous. Okay, so box number 3 is this big one. I wonder if that's going to have the empty eyeshadow palette in it for us to put the shadows in. It definitely feels like it. Oh, it has multiple items in here though. So we do have one of the Glam Shop empty palettes. It is magnetic, so I will start loading these suckers in here. But then we also got a second product in this one, and that is It's this little zippy bag with a super cute little foundation tuft that you can use. It's very pretty, like a kind of scarlet red, and just very nice and soft. And so if you are someone that is a fan of using this type of applicator for your foundation, you're gonna be very excited to see that in there. And then box number 4 is an interesting shape over here. I have a feeling that the 2 boxes above it are not gonna hold up much longer. They're gonna start to teeter. So we have this guy right here. Okay, very cute. We just have a really nice standard beauty blender in there. This particular one is a very nice shade of purple to kind of match the box. It does have a really nice long flat edge on there so that you can really get into the crease. So I think that's super nice. I like the feel of their sponges, and this one definitely is going to end up being a big guy once you fill it with water. So that'll be a fun one for using for foundation. And then we are going to move on to box number 5, which is this teeny tiny one over here. I bet it's gonna be a couple more single eyeshadows. Yes, we have 2 more. So the first one, oh wow, very pretty, is a deep eggplant shade. And it's just straight matte, but it is very pretty. Oh, is another very beautiful sparkly shade. I would say this is kind of similar to one of the shades that we got last year, but it is very pretty, kind of purplish blue, metallic sparkly shimmer shade on there. Very pretty. I think that one is just ever so slightly deeper than the one that we got last year, but is still a very similar shade. All right, box number 6 is up next, which is at the very bottom down here. So like half of these guys are going to fall after I pull this out. Okay, all right. I was worried. So this is a very big guy. Let's see what we have here. I see some bubble wrap. So that is going to be interesting. I wonder if this is going to be another Complexion product. They had last year a Complexion product that was in there that had a blush, highlighter, and bronzer in there, which I'm not a huge fan of those. This says Cream Face on it, and it is a harder tin. And then inside we have 3 cream products, of which one is a blush, and then you have a bronzer and a lighter contour. I think what I am going to do is set this one aside for a future giveaway for you guys, because again, I'm not a huge fan of the products like these where they have multiple complexion products all in one, because I usually just end up using one of the products, you know, maybe 2, but for this one I have more than enough cream products, and so I would rather let you guys try it out. So I will set this one aside for a future giveaway. Number 7 is next, and that is this. Oh gosh, they're all really gonna start falling out. Okay, there they go. There's a lot of little capsizing going on over there. So this guy's a little bit heavier. I wonder if it maybe is a skincare product. It is a tub of some kind. This is Glam for Skin. It is a makeup remover mask, so it is a skincare product. Okay, so this is a balm that they have inside of there that you can use to remove heavier makeup, especially more oil-based makeup. Balms are really good for getting that removed from your skin in a really nice, light way without it being too abrasive. And so I definitely enjoy using balms, so that is a great product to have. Number 8 is going to be a little guy down here, so it's probably going to be another set of single eyeshadows. Oh, just one in this one, so not the 2 that we saw in the others. All right, it is very pretty, very grungy, kind of olivey greenish gold shade. That is super pretty. I mean, their shimmers are so gorgeous. And holding it up next to the others, you can see where this guy is a lot more of a bronzy kind of sand shade, whereas this guy is definitely more of like a olivey undertone on there. Number 9 is going to be next, and that is this guy over here. Let's see here. This is just one product in this one, and it is their loose setting powder. So I will definitely set this guy aside for you guys also to go into the future giveaway. I don't really use setting powder at all. I just find that it just sits in my fine lines and just ages me by like a good 20 years. So I will send it to you guys instead, because I'm sure that some of you guys out there are just absolutely awesome at using setting powder. I just can't seem to get it to work for my face. All right, and then box number 10. Oh gosh, it's gonna drop these even more. Careful. Okay, box number 10 is this guy. Oh, it feels like multiple products again. Oh, very pretty. Okay, oh wow, that is so pretty. We have what looks like 2 lip products. Oop, no, 1 lip product and a mascara. So we have this mascara and then this absolutely gorgeous lip product. I wonder if this is a lip gloss, or I think it's a lip gloss. It doesn't have any scent to it, but it's a beautiful red shade and has some sparkles in there as well. You can just see an absolutely gorgeous shade on there. That is such a bold red. I absolutely love it. And then the mascara, let's go ahead and see what kind of brush we have going on here. I don't think I've tried, have I tried? I don't think I've tried a Glam Shop mascara before, so this will be definitely interesting for me to see what kind of quality they have for their mascara. And I have a bunch of other products already set aside that are also new to do a full face of new makeup for you guys. And so I will add this to that pile to try. Okay, it is one of those silicone brushes rather than the kind of natural looking bristles. It's a little bit thicker, and when I push on this guy, you can see it is a very soft looking brush. It has a lot of give to it. So that'll be very interesting to try. So I'm gonna put it right over here with the other guys that I'm gonna be trying for that full face of makeup. So that'll also be coming up very soon. Now we have box number 11, which should be some more single eyeshadows. These little boxes are pretty much always the single eyeshadows. And as soon as I say that, it's the time that it's not. So this is one of their eye dust little containers, and inside of there is just some really beautiful loose pigment. I don't want to open it up and have it go everywhere, but this one is, I would say, like a very pretty light beigey tone with some gold specks inside of there. I'm not sure how much of that shade you guys can see in there, but it's just a nice light beigey with some gold. And then box number 12 is right here. Let's see what this guy is. Also not single eyeshadows. This guy is another tub, and I wonder if this is a lip gloss. Yes, this is a lip gloss. So this is actually a very similar shade to the eye, like, loose pigment, but this is just a lip gloss in the tin. And so that is very, very funny, but they are almost identical shades on there. So you can have the more, like, I wonder if this is not a lip gloss, if this is a liquid eyeshadow, and then this is the loose pigment for it as well. I think that might actually be more realistic. I will have to look that up, because since I don't speak Polish, the one it did say eye dust on the back, so I know that that's the loose pigment. I'm pretty certain that this guy is just a liquid eyeshadow, or perhaps a bit of a gel eyeshadow. And then box number 13 is another little guy. This one is back to having the single eyeshadows. I'm back in my comfort zone. And there are 2 inside, so let's see what we have. So the first one is a bit of a terracotta matte shade, which is very pretty. And then the second one is a kind of burnt rose headed towards terracotta shimmer shade, which is also very, very pretty. So that would match up very nicely with that matte shade that we just looked at. All right, next up is gonna be box 14, which is this guy. And this has, it feels like another tub. Oh, this is beautiful. This is a loose pigment shade as well for your eyes, and this looks like a multi-chrome. I can already see 2 different shades in there where it's kind of like a scarlet red into a purple that's very similar to the packaging here. You can see that red that is in there, and then maybe ever so slightly those hints of purple as I move it around. But that looks like it's going to be an absolutely gorgeous shade to use on the lid. Then we have number 15. And this guy feels like a couple more single shadows. So this one is another matte shade, and it's just a nice kind of mauvey purplish shade, very pretty. This next one is an absolutely gorgeous purple metallic, and you can see this guy had a little bit of trouble on the way, but I'll be able to press it back down. It's not too bad on there though, so I think it should be all right. But absolutely beautiful. Then we're on to number 16, which is another little dude. And this one is again a couple more single shadows. So we are rapidly filling up that palette, which is very exciting. And it's a very interesting color story so far. I think for living out here in Arizona, I think it would actually work out perfectly for me. So the first shade that we have here is a little bit of a lighter sand beigey tone. It is deeper of a tone than what we had with that first shade, but not too dark. Oh, very nice. The next shade that we have is a mustard yellow matte shade with just a hint of that kind of undertone of olivey green, but that is a gorgeous yellow tone. Oh my goodness. Then we have number 17, which is this massive box. It's very heavy. Okay. Oh no. Yep. That'll happen when the box is that heavy. So hold on one second. I'm gonna build it all back up. I don't think anything else fell out. I just think that that one box had a mishap. All right, I was able to recover the last of them, so hopefully this will stay up. It is a little bit side heavy with this sweeping door, but there are 3 items inside of box 17, and that is the whole, just the bottom just opened right up because it was so heavy. So I am very shocked about this, but there are a lot of awesome items in here. So the first one looks like a baked bronzer. Yep, that's exactly what it is. This is definitely in a lighter shade, but for my skin tone this should be fine. It's very pretty. I do like their bronzer formula, and so I'm excited about that. Then the second thing that we have is a bottle of something. Setting mist. Okay, so we got a really nice sized bottle of their setting spray, which is also awesome. I don't think I have another setting spray from Glam Shop, and I don't believe they have a lot of scent to them, but let me see here. Yeah, not really much of any kind of scent to it. And so it's just a fairly standard setting spray. And then the final thing that we have looks like an entire set of brushes is going to be in here. I hate this. I hate this. Come on. Okay, since this fell down a second time, I am just going to go ahead and lay it down. So we have a really fun purple case this time for what I'm guessing is going to be, yep, a set of brushes. So that is awesome. It looks like there are 10. There are 10 brushes in this set, so that is super awesome. Since I do have several cases like this already, I am also going to set this one aside for you guys as another thing for a future giveaway, so that way you guys can have them too, because I just have so many brushes at this point, so I figure I'll share with you guys. All right, number 18 is another little guy right here, and it is another single shadow. Hopefully me dropping the entire thing twice did not end up like significantly breaking anything. Oh, we're swatching this one. I'm just letting you know right now. Oh my gosh, this green. Oh, heaven. That is such a gorgeous evergreen shade. Oh my gosh. Okay, here we go. And it's so soft. I love it. Look at that. It's got like a little bit of a teal undertone with it. Oh, that is absolutely gorgeous. Look at the shine on that guy. That is, oh, that's like just a jungle snake type green right there. That is beautiful. Oh, that just made the whole box for me. Super excited. All right, box number 19 is a little bit of a wider guy. Okay, ooh, two things are in there. So it looks like we have a lip mask and a sugar scrub. And so I think these both I will also include for a future giveaway. I have quite a few things that I am gathering up for my Christmas giveaway for you guys. So these things will definitely be in it, as well as a couple other things. I have a few P. Louise products, as well as some other stuff. So you guys will definitely be having some fun things coming your way as a Christmas giveaway. So box number 20 is another little dude. And this has some single eyeshadows in there. We only have room for 4 more shades, so we're coming close to being able to see what the entire palette looks like. And it is a very fun palette so far. All right, the first shade is a deeper mauve-y tone. Not as dark as that eggplant shade was, but definitely darker than the other kind of mauve-y burnt rose shade that we had. So you've got a really nice range of shades from like very, very light to significantly deeper tones. So that is already really, really nice. And then there's a lot of different metallic shades to go along with it. All right, the next shade is kind of a mauve-y pinkish tone with some gold speckles in there. You can see those little gold speckles that are in there. And I've usually found that the best way to apply this guy is with your finger if you are wanting to keep those gold specks on there, because as soon as I use a brush and I try and blend it, the gold specks just kind of disappear. So I definitely use my fingers for these. Then box number 21 is a little bit of a bigger guy. Okay, we have an eyeshadow base, which is very cool. And so I will also include that for you guys in the giveaway, because I have at this point kind of my 2 favorites that I have, which is the Kaleidos base, and then I also have the Milk eyeshadow base. And those are the 2 that are kind of my preference. And then for drugstore, interestingly enough, I actually really, really like the Wet n Wild eyeshadow base. And so those are the 3 that I tend to stick with. And so rather than using this guy, I'm just gonna give it to you guys. So then we also have number 23, which I am betting is going to be the last 2. Yep, it is the last 2 single eyeshadows. And then we will have a look at the palette, which is a very unique color story at this point. It has some similar shades to last year, but also some just completely unexpected ones. Oh, very pretty. So this is probably the lightest champagne shimmer shade that we have here, with some ever so slight little blue specks in there as well, but very, very pretty shimmer. And then the last shade, interesting, is a kind of a sandy orange shade that we have going on. So definitely a lighter version of that terracotta shade that we got. So that's also very interesting. So here is the entirety of the palette. Very unexpected. A lot more colorful than I was anticipating. Definitely some similar shades to what we had last year with like the purple shades, this kind of olivey grunge shade, and then the lighter beigey tones. Those were definitely similar to last year. But this green shade, the yellow, this pink tone, those are all completely new that I have not seen anything similar to that in previous years. So very, very fun. But definitely a very unique color story, that is for sure. So we have 2 more boxes now. We have box number 23. Let's see what we have inside of here. It is a liquid eyeshadow, and this guy is kind of a pinkish with some gold specks in there, which is very, very pretty. And that's probably gonna have just a standard doe foot on there as the applicator. So that is very nice. I think for that one, I will also include it in the giveaway for you guys that will be coming up at the end of the month, so that hopefully you will receive it before Christmas. So we have as the final box in here, box 24. It is another bigger one, and let's see what we got. Feels like something's tumbling around. So, okay, it's inside of a box. Ooh, it is the Glam for Skin and Hyaluronic Acid Serum. That is fantastic. I love hyaluronic acid stuff, and this is just a very cool serum, and it's in a nice glass bottle with a little dropper on there. So I am definitely excited to give this guy a try. Yeah, very, very cool that they included that at the very end. So we got a bunch of really, really cool things in here. So I am super excited. I would love to know what your guys' favorite item was. I mean, I love the brushes that come in these, and the cases, what I love to do is have them open, and then I have half of the brushes in this one, half in this one, and it's just a super cute way of kind of displaying your different brushes. So I'm excited for you guys, for whoever ends up getting that. Hopefully you guys will like it. I am also very, very excited for this loose pigment that is this kind of duo like multi-chrome one. It looks absolutely gorgeous, so I cannot wait to try that guy. And shockingly enough, even though I don't typically wear bold lipsticks, I love this red. I think it is the perfect Christmas red lip. So I am very excited to use this guy. And yeah, I would just love to know what you guys thought of everything. What was your favorite out of the entire thing? Did any of you guys end up picking up the advent calendar as well? It shipped to me in like less than a week. I couldn't believe it that it got here that fast from Poland. So I thought that was really, really cool. So if you have not picked it up yet and it's still available, I would highly suggest it. It is super amazing, full of tons of things. And one of the things I love the most about advent calendars, especially ones like this, where you're getting nothing but full-size products, is that you can give away a lot of the items to people that you love. If they're also fans of makeup or skincare, you can share it with them. And so it just makes a lot of really fun like stocking stuffers and things like that. So that is what I think of everything. I think that the eyeshadow palette is such a fun color story. I mean, this green is so beautiful. I would wear just this green with the red lip, and I am all Christmased out. But that is it for today's video. Give me a thumbs up if you liked it, thumbs down if you did not, as we always do here. And if you made it to the end of the video and you have not yet subscribed, I would love it if you would join my family here. We have a ton more unboxings coming your way very, very soon. I also managed to get the entire collection that was from Flower Nose. That is the Swan Ballet. I'm just like looking at that chest, and it is a treasure chest full of beautiful things. So I cannot wait to share all of that with you guys. I also picked up a bunch of other advent calendars. I have the Yes Style advent calendar. I have the P. Louise coming. I also picked up the Halloween palettes from P. Louise. So that's gonna also, one of those is gonna be included in the giveaway for you guys as well. So just a whole bunch of things coming up. And yeah, I cannot wait to share all of it with you. But that is it for me, and you guys just go have a good one.